Honestly, let's just start now. Alright.
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Ah,
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I brought you here because the general said he had some important matters to discuss.
Hanshi,
But
man, I
how in
really
the
hate you right
world
now.
did Yoon Lee and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huaiyan wants us to stick around on the Loufu for some time. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Loufu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face.
That is actually pretty smart.
And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache.
He's also a blacksmith. I love
My
it.
apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Feiaixo, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Now, I like Yuan, honestly.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Loufu ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
Oh my god.
The illustrious Merlin's claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Feiaixo.
Oh, they know each other? Hot.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
I know she's a playable character. So I missed my my 50-50. So I'm not guaranteed because I pulled Zhang-Chi when I was pulling for the new guy, Zhang Kao, whatever his name is.
Yes, back then you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Wait, how come she doesn't have a tail?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Jiao Cho.
Jiao
He's been my
Chao.
retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As
That's
your
true.
friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Loufu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Loufu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons.
Oh, it's not Lucha?
The
Huh.
Loufu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Loufu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Loufu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Loufu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hoolay.
Who's Hoolay?
Hoolay? You mean that Hoolay? The Borisin Warhead? The same Hoolay who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
What's his claws need claws? That's dope though, look at his design. Bro's muzzled and everything. How strong is he?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hoolay.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution.
I just noticed these shackles look like the same ones you wear in your character's relics. Oh, that's interesting.
Given the situation on the Loufu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hulay's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
Are you going to end up fighting him?
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
our people? Or someone from the IPC?
IPC most likely.
No, neither.
Them.
Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Yeah, what is Ron May up to? Because I know she's trying to become a Aeon or revive one. One of the two. Alright, so now I guess we're going to begin March's training montage. Do we?
I'm still feeling sleepy.
Did I oversleep? Where did March and Donhum go?
Alright. Oh, let's see. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take a we'll pause for now, and I'll pick up in the next video, and we'll continue on from there. So, hope you enjoy, and we'll meet up with Don Han in March and see how this goes. I'll see you later, and hope you enjoy. Peace out.